Hi everyone, I'm Luna. This is actually my very first time ever trying to do a video blog thing. Anyway, I'm doing this mostly for myself, so yeah. I'm pagan, and I've been pagan now for about 10, 11 years, about a good decade. And one thing that I always find very comforting is questioning my faith. If I question my faith, I get closer to my faith, kind of deal. And I'm very strongly Wiccan based. So recently I bought this book. I love this book so far. And I decided to redo my year in a day training. And what year in a day means is that to better dedicate yourself to your path, it's best to study and practice for at least a year and a day, or a good 365 days. 366. I just realized it's 365. So this is just my very first post for my very first day. And for day one, I did the exercise in the book. I'm doing the exercises by day, obviously. And the exercise was to sit in nature and using our five senses to commune with the earth. You sit down by a tree and you meditate on your different connections that you have with the earth. And the best way to do this is you first ground yourself. And it's like envisioning roots digging deep into the earth, like you are just digging your claws into the earth. You're this big tree, you're digging your roots in, and each root connects to a different aspect of the earth. And each connection is either to humans, to plants, animals, and objects. Then those connections, you analyze those connections, how strong each connection is. And I wrote down all my experiences, so you'll see me looking at my computer screen, looking down at my computer screen, because, well, that's the best way I memorize things, or remember things, I should say. So these are my experiences. And my strongest connection is with humans, or at least with the essence of humans. It's not as strong in the animals and even less in the plants, and almost non-existent in objects. I believe the strength of this connection has to do a lot with what I can relate to. I feel the most connected with humans because I feel human. The desires, the wants, the needs, the reactions are human, formed in a society as well as nature. I am the epitome of an air sign. I am constantly talking with somebody. I love to communicate via the internet, snail mail. I had pen pals throughout elementary school. I am constantly connected to somebody. I love jobs that have to deal with people. I was a waitress. I was a hostess. I worked in catering. I work at an elementary school. I'm constantly doing jobs that involve lots and lots of people and lots of communication, and that's where I feel the most comfortable in, is in people situations. As for my weakest connection, though I enjoy material things, I feel little to no connection to objects. I have absolutely no love for them. And a few years ago, maybe about like 5, 6 years ago, I probably did. I'm quite sure I did, actually. But I went through some experiences around that time where I realized that objects don't really matter. For tools, yes, they do matter on a certain level. But I can survive just fine without it. Objects can easily be replaced. For me, it's life that matters the most to me, especially the lives of my children. And I have 3 small girls, so that's the most important thing for me. I really don't feel the need to be more connected to objects. I understand the need for them, for like tools, for instance, and money, just the need for them, but that is as far as I will allow that connection to go. I do wish my connections with plants and animals were stronger, and maybe with my pets, for example, on the animals, because I just kind of feel disconnected because I can't relate to them. You know, that goes back to my strongest connection as humans. I can't really relate to an animal. So I think the best way that I could strengthen those weaker relationships would be to spend more time with my pets, or to go out and garden for the plants, because I'm a terrible gardener. You give me a plant, it will die. Yeah. I think the more often I do that, the better it'll be to strengthen those connections. Anyway, that is my exercise for the day. You should go out and commune with nature. I know it's like freezing cold in a lot of areas, so if you can't really do that, sit in bed and calmly just think about where your connections are the strongest and the weakest within the earth, whether it be nature, plants, animals, humans, or even just objects, to see where you lie. And I hope you guys have a great night and a happy Thanksgiving.